I first start working with a client, typically we first talk on the phone and then we'll set up a time to meet. And I like to do that at a restaurant where it's relaxed and casual, or maybe at their home where I can get a little bit of a sense of how they live and how they would like their new house to be. Every client is unique and every situation requires a different approach. I typically prepare what I call a roadmap, which maps out the various stages of the project. It's important to not overthink the first meeting with the architect and not to feel that one has to over-prepare. We don't just design the house, we've got realtors that we work with, we've got mortgage brokers that we can recommend, and just having that team assembled is critical to keeping the process moving smoothly. If I'm dealing with a couple and they seem to be coming from different places, one of the ways that I bridge the gap is trying to figure out where those two ideas meet from a historical standpoint, or was there a moment in time, and then I try to take that idea into the present. A lot of times you'll find one partner in a couple may not be the decision maker, but they have veto power. So it's very important to design something where everybody's going to be happy. One of the tools that I recommend to help communicate a client's inspiration to me would be Pinterest, which is essentially an online corkboard. And people can take images that they like, that they don't like, put all these together, and then we can look at them together. The essence of the client is very complex, and it takes a while to get to know exactly what that is. That only comes with spending time with that client. A lot of times it's not so much what they say, but the unspoken language and what they light up about when they get excited. A lot of my clients are entrepreneurs. One thing that they have in common is that they're all individualists and they all want to express their individuality through their home. But everybody is different, so I try to tailor my approach to their psyche. I want them to feel that they can pick up the phone and call me at any time, and they'll get a call back within that day. Ideally, you would come to us before you've selected the property so we can help you make sure that you get the right property. And then we just sit down and we go over the whole process. We typically map that out for the client so that they have an idea of what to expect. So it's really just about educating the client. One of my clients at one point said, I want a lot of curves. I pressed him on that and we talked about the types of curves and whether these were more geometric curves or organic curves. And he liked the idea of the organic curves. I said, well, what do you want this to look like? He said, I want it to look like the bones of the earth are coming up out of the ground and forming the structure of the house. And I thought, wow, what a great metaphor. And that's what we ended up designing. I had a couple where the husband wanted a more rustic design and the wife wanted modern. And so we were able to combine those in something we called Mountain Modern. A lot of thought is put into materials, and you can tell a lot about what people like and who they are by the types of materials they like. I might actually sit down with them and show them a sample board, and then we get a sense of what they like. The most satisfying part of the process for me is the culmination when the house is finished and everybody's moved in and they're really excited about their new life. And they call me and they say, we didn't know that we could live this way. We're so happy. For them, it's the culmination of a lifetime's work to see the transformative effect of living in that new space that perfectly suits them. It's very inspiring for me. There are a lot of parts to this, and I've just gone over a few of them in this video, but what I encourage people to do is to call me for a complimentary phone consultation and talk about their specific goals.